It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Cousins on first down. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Third play of this opener. You're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Anthony Harris.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, will step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Trubisky. Able to find Isabella. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Bears first down.
Just shy of midfield.
Carrier.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8. Here's Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
And the Bears first down.
They hand off to their big tight end. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Bears.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 21-yard line.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Patterson on the carry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. On the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, it's Patterson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Patterson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The carry here for the big tight end. And some room to run now. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Play fake. Cousins. This one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go play action. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Coverage on the play by...
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that is Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Cousins. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
It's second down.
Here's second and 10. They run with Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up second and 4.
Second and 4. Now it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Four yards remain for second down. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The 3-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. And he's into the end. Mitchell Trubisky, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
40-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give it off here to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. Patterson complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete.
Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates as the Bears push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Bears 28, Vikings nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Down at the 20-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap. No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And the Bears first down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Trubisky now, the keeper.
And he'll go down at the
the 28. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Chicago, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville